which way is stepping towards us. It's just a beautiful little, I just want to shake the hand of whoever just figured this little creepy out.
I'm just gonna be doing some more orange and yellow on the background and priming it a little more. But I hope you enjoyed seeing some of the museum that I visited today with some friends. It was really relaxing. Wait, where did I put my brush? There it is. Unfortunately, that museum is going to be renovated, and kind of invasively renovated. In fact, the front facade, most of it's going to be, well, not most of it, but a good portion of it is going to be covered with new architecture, and in and of itself isn't that bad if it's non-invasive, but the architecture that will be replacing the existing facade, the proposal is removing like a big chunk of the facade to replace it with glass. And if the museum I showed you, like it's not like its architecture is very like robust, very neoclassical, almost going into an Art Deco, and I don't think breaking it open with glass is going to help anything. So it's actually kind of sad. I've gone to that museum for close to my whole life now, for the past 13 years. I remember it was one of my first memories of moving to this area of the United States. And so seeing it get kind of a renovation that only offers a more modern take on what a museum, an art museum, should be, it's kind of heart-wrenching. I really hope that someone will intervene, and maybe there will be a commission that votes against like tearing apart part of the existing museum, because that just seems awful. I mean, can't they just add instead of subtract? And it's such a noble museum, such a noble facade. I don't know, it's really a terrible idea to ruin something so beautiful. Outside of that though, it's been exciting because I found an editing software, and so now I can clip multiple videos like together, which was unironically a major roadblock. Because I didn't know how to do that, and so I downloaded iMovie so I could clip like smaller videos together, which is kind of embarrassing to admit, but we're not all born with like skills with technology, which actually that takes such minimal skills with technology. I don't think that's really an excuse, but that's fine. Like I said, I'm supposed to be a painter. I'm not necessarily a technician, but I have really enjoyed kind of in a way like painting with the camera, if that makes sense. That doesn't really make sense, but like I really like clipping together smaller shots to make like a piece of art, and cinematography is one of my favorite forms of art, particularly cinematography. I don't think I'm very good at like photography itself, but I've always admired film and movies and that sort of thing. So I think this will be really exciting. Okay, I think it's time to decide where I want this horizon line to be. So I think let's make a decision here. Usually it's a good idea, I don't know, to start with 1/3 roughly across the canvas. So if I just kind of gesture this big chunky line over here, that might be good. I think that'll help just begin to kind of visualize where a horizon line could be. Especially if this turns into like museum back here. You know, I think that could work. So maybe we can start planting in just so subtly some lights over here, just to start slowly implying that there might be something back here. Very loose, nothing too much. And then this would continue down. Yeah, I think that could work. I love painting. I saw, and I think I have some video footage of this. I saw Mucha in the Nelson Atkins Museum. They had a display of him, his work. It is Adolf Mucha, right? I think I'm pronouncing that right. I think. You know, kind of the Art Nouveau artist, best known for his, you know, figures and fluid organic shapes, etc. So that's really exciting. So if this one is going to be head on, and in fact I might even want, I don't know guys, I might want this to be more lawn. I think, yeah, it could be that this is kind of back here even. It would be museum. Let me get just like, again, whoa, I'm shaking the camera. Just like a very light gray, just to start getting the idea of some sort of mass over here. Yeah, something like that. I think that could work. Yeah, I think that could. And then that goes down. Yep, okay. So that's getting there. Let's get the other one. I think this is upside down. This one's a little more tricky. I think I want, I don't know. Okay, let's see. If I want the museum, how's that gonna work? This could be addition here, and then museum could be up here possibly, but I want it to be kind of higher, so this would, let's get a little bit of this white going. So this would be, yeah, that would be that, and then that, let's say roughly, that would be museum. because it needs to point towards a certain direction. Oh gosh. Okay, I'm gonna have to figure this out on my own time. It's an interesting problem. Anyway, I'm really focusing on making these videos as relaxing as possible and like kind of quiet so that you can just sit back and relax. So I hope I succeeded. I hope this was anything but exciting. Well, maybe not. I hope it wasn't like, yeah, maybe that's the wrong way of putting it. I just hope it was soothing, you know, and just to see some architecture and to walk around and explore places with me. So, you know, I think that's where this channel is going to develop, is trying to make each video kind of a work of art and bringing you along with all the adventures, and if you can call them that. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you for the next one. And I hope your sketches and paintings, if you're working on anything creative, all turn out wonderfully and you don't get art block. That's my main hope for you. Don't get art block.